The family meal, whether it's a Sunday lunch or brunch or a supper, is something I just love. A great get-together of family and friends. In today's show, we have two chefs and two great ideas for the pièce de résistance for one of those happy gatherings. First, we visit with Chef Jan Birnbaum in the Napa Valley. Jan grew up in New Orleans and started his culinary activities under the supervision of the great Paul Prudhomme. After 4 years of intensive learning and cooking and experimenting at K. Paul's, he moved to New York City, where he worked at the then famous Quilted Giraffe under the exacting tutelage of Chef Barry Wine. You couldn't have two jobs at two more opposite poles. His next step up the ladder to chefdom was his post as sous chef under Bradley Ogden at the small and elegant Campton Place Hotel in San Francisco. He became executive chef when Bradley started his own restaurant across the bay. Today, while still consulting with Campton Place, Chef Jan is in the process of opening his own restaurant, Louisiana style, in Calistoga in the Napa Valley. And he roars between the two locations, sometimes twice a day, on his mammoth Harley-Davidson motorcycle. The centerpiece of Jan's Napa Valley luncheon is a stunning presentation, a torte of scrambled eggs ringed with home-smoked salmon and topped with a generous dollop of caviar. Here's how he does it.
Although it sounds complicated, it's actually very easy to make. We start with a salmon. This one's a locally caught Bodega Bay salmon, very easy to find in your local fish market. You want to look for a nice shiny skin, for a bright orange flesh, and we've had the butcher cut us a 24-ounce piece. First we'll brine it because I'm going to smoke the fish, and smoking has always been something of a preserving process. Although we don't need a preserve anymore because we have refrigeration, we've kind of grown attached to the flavors. So I'll start with the aromatics, onions cut, salt, a bay leaf, which I'm going to crush in order to release some of the natural aromas. Brown sugar, again, part of the curing process, has a lot to do with the coloring of the fish. When the fish cooks, it'll give it a nice golden brown. Again, another aromatic is garlic, which I'm going to smash with the backside of my knife, and I give it just a good firm smash, and that goes in. It really matters not what order you put these in, it's just the idea to get them together. We have vinegar and some black peppercorns. The water is the medium to dissolve this. The water should be at room temperature so that the salt and the sugar can all dissolve well. We're going to just stir that gently so that we can dissolve everything and sort of make a homogeneous brine. As I go, I taste everything, even some of the things that might not necessarily taste great, because you want to taste each component and see how they contribute to the final dish. We'll take the piece of salmon and we're going to put it in flesh side down so that it can be exposed to the brine. We can turn it over one time during its brining process, and we'll leave it in for about an hour. I'm going to put it in the refrigerator for an hour. And this one has been refrigerating for 1 hour, has been marinating in the brine. You can look at it, actually, as soon as you touch it, you can feel that it has actually started to cook a bit. The salt, the sugar, the vinegar has made the proteins begin to seize up. You can see the color is lightened by that process. And we're going to pat it dry. We want to take the liquid off of it because when we cook it, we want to have this golden brown surface. And in order to accomplish a golden brown surface, you really have to eliminate the water, which would make it steam. I'm going to brush it with just a little bit of olive oil. And the reason I do that is because the oil provides a transfer to get a nice even golden brown. It transfers the heat better. I'm also, for one more flavor, we're trying to build these flavors as we go. For one more flavor, I'm going to take some herbs, chervil and tarragon. They both have something of a licorice flavor. And I'm going to, again, using the back of my knife, bruise them. You can smell it as soon as you do it. And you want to just lay them gently on top so that when we smoke this, as the heat works on the herbs, they'll cook a little bit, and the oil with the herbs, they'll actually sort of almost fry on the surface, and that flavor will come out very well. I have the smoker set up, so I'm going to go outside and put it on the smoker. We've prepared the smoker with a few already hot charcoal briquettes. I'm going to take a handful of apple wood that's been soaking in water. That way it will smoke instead of burn. And it doesn't take too much. We've got only a small piece of fish. And when we put it in, we don't want to cover it completely, because if we do, we will smother the fire. So we leave intentionally some holes in it so that each one of these holes can breathe some smoke. We're beginning to get good smoke. I'm going to put the salmon onto the fire, skin side down. It'll take about 20 minutes to cook, and we'll be ready to put the tart together. The fish is off the smoker, and it's incredibly beautiful. The oils from the fish and the oils from the herbs have started to mingle a bit. The smell from the salmon has come out. The licorice from the herbs are now really very aromatic. You can see inside it's opaque. I want to put it on the ice so I can stop it at just the perfect moment. It's perfectly cooked, so that's where I want it to be. I've prepared a shell with, we make brioche, but you can buy any kind of an egg bread with, this particular one is sort of buttery, and I have cut it and pieced them together inside the mold so that I have almost like a crust. And we're going to later put this under the broiler and toast it just to a golden brown. Now we're going to whisk my eggs for scrambled eggs. It seems a simple enough thing. When you have 20 of them like we do to fit into this mold, you have to chase the yolks around a little bit, so you want an upward lifting motion or a back and forth vigorous motion, not a stirring motion. And once I've broken them all up, and I think I have now, what I'm going to do is add just a bit of half and half. And what this is for is it's obviously richening it, but as well as that, it's going to now be more like a custard than like scrambled eggs, almost like you were making creme brulee. And we're going to scramble those in a moment. At the end of scrambling them, we're going to fold in some chives. And unlike before where we wanted to bruise them, we want a very clean cut on these because we want the color to be brilliantly green when we finish. And in doing so, I have, first of all, a very sharp knife, and I'm going to take a motion that is up and down. You see chefs do this very fast, and it looks like it's magic, but it's really very easy to do. The motion, as well as up and down rocking motion, is also a forward and backward motion so that you get almost a round movement in your knife. That way you get very clean cuts. You can put your fingers against the blade, and if you want to work on your speed, you can get pretty quick doing this. And we're going to take the eggs and the chives and do a little scrambling. I'll teach you about scrambling. I think the simplest things in cooking are the things that you can learn the most from. We're going to scramble eggs here, and what I've done so far is we've got butter melted. I don't want it to get too hot. I'm going to add the eggs. You don't want to cook eggs at too hot a temperature because the protein just can't take that. What you really want to do, and always when you're scrambling eggs, is you want to keep them moving. You want the eggs not to be in contact with the direct flame for too long a period at a time. Also, when you're scrambling them, you want never ever to see any brown, and you want not to get it on the stove. So I will cook it fairly slowly, and I'll stay over it for some time, continuing in a regular motion back and forth across the pan, making sure that I get every bit of the pan. And it'll take a few minutes to cook. I'm going to add salt and pepper at this point. I didn't add salt in the beginning because the salt will tend to break down the eggs, denature the eggs. And that's about as long as you want to wait. You can see when I stir now that big sheets of eggs are coming up, continuing to move them, break up the curd. We're almost to a point where we can take it off the fire. I'm going to add the chives close to the end as possible so that I can keep the nice green color of the chives. They're almost there. We're going to, at this point, move them off of the fire because they have enough heat to continue on their own. And we're going to pour them into the shell. The shell has been toasted. It's beautiful golden brown. Last stir to break up the last of the curds, and we're going to pour them in. Quickly now, you don't want them to set. You want them to set in the pan as a unit. Smoothing them out, beautiful, just perfect. Breaking the curds. We'll smooth it out. And we're going to put them in the oven for about 5 minutes to just set them slightly. The eggs are out of the oven and they've cooled just enough to be able to handle now, so I'm going to gently lift them out of the mold and place them onto the plate. The salmon, I flaked a bit of that. I'm going to arrange some of the salmon on top and around. I'll just make a nice little mound in the center. The colors are great together, the yellow, the pink, and we're going to show as much of the surface of it as we can and just very nicely arrange it. And then I'm going to take the rest and place it around the edges, trying to keep it within the border of the plate, just a little cleaner looking that way. And once we've done that, again, more colors, the red onions. I'm going to sprinkle some red onions just randomly around the eggs. A couple of finishing touches. Everyone loves caviar. It makes the champagne taste better. A nice little dollop on top. And for a little drama, a couple of spears or batons of chives out of the top, and just randomly again a couple of sprigs of chervil to dress it up, and a finishing touch just before you serve it, because it's warm and the creme fraiche will melt, a little creme fraiche, just the right texture to slide off the spoon. We'll just give, again, random, comfortable little drizzles. The creme fraiche and the flavors are great with the salmon, the eggs, the caviar, the onions, everything together just tastes marvelous, and it doesn't look bad either.
You don't have to smoke your own salmon for this dish, of course, but the homegrown touch has its appeal. Jan's groaning board also includes a roast leg of Sonoma lamb, Louisiana style, a potato and salsify pie, and plenty of great Napa wine and a citrus gratin for dessert. There's a real feast for hearty wine country eaters. And what a time we had at this bountiful brunch. Thank you, Jan. Another always popular family gathering dish is a beautifully made pasta. And for that, we travel back to New York City, to Lidia Bastianich, pasta queen extraordinaire. She is chef and co-owner with her husband Felice of the popular midtown restaurant Felidia. They invited us for a family dinner at their home in Long Island, where she promised a real pasta performance. Chef Lidia learned her trade with her family of cooks in Istriana, in the northeast corner of her native Italy. By the time the family moved to New York, Lidia was 11 and she was already familiar with restaurant cooking. And she kept right on. Today, Lidia Bastianich is well known not only as chef and restaurateur, but as teacher of college courses in food anthropology and physiology. She appears in another episode of this MasterChef series with her famous risotto. But for now, she teaches us how to cook pasta the real Italian way. and to serve it in a shellfish sauce. Cappellini all'Istriana.
Being an Italian chef, I have the opportunity to work with wonderful products, but I must say that pasta is my favorite. Pasta, fresh pasta, dry pasta, they're both wonderful, versatile, interchangeable, and just a great meal. Today's recipe is Cappellini all'Istriana, which is the fine angel hair with a seafood sauce and a touch of tomatoes. We'll begin with cleaning the seafood. We have shrimps, scallops, and clams. The shrimps, we use a medium-sized shrimps. We shell it and just cut it across the back to pull out any veins. The shrimp could be washed before or after. Just make sure that you dry it after you have washed it to let it drain well. We have the scallops. The scallops have a little muscle, which is the tough part, and it just pulls off. You can use a knife or even with your hands, and you just discard that. And I like to sort of have it in large round sections. Again, the muscle part, discard, and again. Next, we'll clean the clams. The clams are much easier to open if you put them in the freezer about 15 minutes before you do open them. And open them always from the side that you see a little more, a larger indentation, a clam knife, and you just insert it there and you nestle it against your thumb and just pry in. When it's halfway in, just turn the knife, turn the angle of the knife, go across the top, work over, save the juice, and then go over the bottom part. We'll rest it and we'll chop it up later. Now we'll begin with the base of the tomato sauce. A little bit of olive oil, garlic cloves. You can crush them with the blade of a knife. I kind of like my palm also. Okay. And we'll let that lightly brown while we prepare the tomatoes. A fresh tomato, you make a cross on one end, and where it was attached to the stem, you just cut off. And you throw it in, you blanch it in boiling water for a minute, take it out, and put it in ice water, and you will get something like this, which will be very easy to peel. Cut it. Remove the seeds, but save the juice. And we'll add this to the oil. Touch of crushed pepper, a bit of salt, and you let it simmer for about 20 minutes. While the tomato sauce is simmering, we'll continue with the seafood. Again, olive oil. Let this get nice and warm. While the shrimps and the scallops are just browning lightly, we'll chop the clams. And cutting them in about quarters or thirds is just fine. Slightly just salt the shrimps and the scallops. We'll chop the parsley. Okay. We'll add the clams. And the juice of the clams. The fire should be full blast. When pouring the juice, just reserve a little bit at the ending for the sediment and whatever. Don't throw the whole juice in. Okay. At this point, we'll add the tomato, which has been cooking. for 20 minutes. The garlic cloves, you can remove them or leave them in. Some people enjoy them. I like them. I always like to add just a dribble of raw olive oil at the end, the parsley, and we'll let it simmer for a few minutes like this. We will cook the cappellini now. The cappellini take about 2-3 minutes to cook, and we have to stay close to them and mix them and pull them out at the right time. To cook pasta, you need, for the cappellini, approximately 4 quarts of vigorously boiling water. I use sea salt and approximately 1 teaspoon for 2 quarts of water. Spread the pasta around. Okay. Mix it immediately. Okay. What you like to do is bring the temperature right back to boiling point, so cover it. Now, the cooking time of the pasta, would you like it to be, as in Italian we say, al dente, means to the tooth, but what it actually means is when you put it under your teeth and you bite it, that there's just a little bit of resistancy. And it's perfectly fine to take one out and just taste it, and you test it to your liking. Now, the cappellini here, you see, still has a little bit of a hard bend, and that's what you want in a cappellini, because by the time you saute it a little bit with the sauce, it will finish cooking. Okay, let's drain it. A lot of people wash the pasta if they've drained it. I don't particularly like the idea, neither do I think it's right. Pasta, when it cooks, it has a little bit of the starch coating to it, and to that coating of starch is where the sauce will adhere. So precisely that's what you want in the pasta. The only exception is in cold pastas. If you want to make salads, then you do rinse the pasta. Okay. Okay, in a nice hot pan, let's put some of the sauce. And what we'll do here is, again, we'll set the pasta, and we want to coat it with the sauce. Okay. At this point, you can shut the heat. Why do we just reheat the whole thing? And that is because you want to bring all the elements to the same temperature, back to the same temperature, so that they will amalgamate well. Okay. Okay. We'll finish it off. If you do it individually, then you do this, you spoon it in the individual plates. At the end, just dribble a little bit of the raw olive oil on it, and it will just give it that sort of fresh flavor of olive oil within the seafood. Enjoy.
I must say that one of the great pleasures of preparing food is the sharing of it. The family meal is such a primary and joyful experience. Probably goes back to the Stone Age at least. For Cooking with Master Chefs, this is Julia Child. Bon appétit. Bon appétit!